Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Love Dark Moon Priestess here. We are going to jump right on into a love read or lack thereof. Let's just see. Let's do an energy check to see what needs to be uncovered for you. Someone could be missing you. You could be missing someone. You could have new love coming in, or you could just be working on the journey of loving self. All right, either way, let's see what messages come out in the spread for you. Thank you so much to those of you who have been supporting the channel thus far. Let's get into it. Happy Aries season, by the way, to all of my Aries out there, or those of you who are celebrating a special Aries in your life. I was getting, before I came on here, it's the energy of someone pulling their energy back, and it's scaring the other person. So whether this is you or someone else, this is something you've already broken off, or you could feel someone breaking off in your energy, okay? All right, so it's giving also an energy of never again. Someone feels like you are a light in their life, or you did hold a very bright, or you held a very important space as far as in their heart. And this is an energy, and this could be you. You know, you are just someone who, when you commit to something, or when you commit to someone, you're serious. And maybe someone didn't take that serious. And this is an energy that you are in, that you'll never put yourself in that position. You know, maybe you promised yourself that you would never be this vulnerable for anyone. You would never be a pushover, or just overgive in ways that you know that someone would not give to you. And it's fine. It's happened to the best of us, so don't ever feel bad about giving your heart to someone. Don't ever feel bad about, even if you were on the side of losing, because you did not lose. You're just living and truly being who Spirit put you on this earth to be, and who God put you and made you, to be here on this earth. And you live and you learn through those situations and through those circumstances. That's why we have the card here that says, accept for all that it is worth, because you never know what's going to come out of a situation here. So that's why it's always important when people say they left it all out on the dance floor. You know what I mean? You left your heart, you gave your all type of energy, is how I'm picking up on you. Okay, and how people handle that or mishandle that, that is going to be their consequence. I read that karma is how you treat people, and well, your karma is how you treat people, and their karma is how they treat you. Nine of Cups. And like I said, just like you have here, this I am the light, it gives the energy of, like, as a kid, did you ever used to catch lightning bugs out? Like, I'm a country girl, so we used to go out and catch lightning bugs. All right, it's giving that energy like you are as the sun is going down. It's the coolest part of the day in the summer. Your energy is winding down, but you see the night sky getting ready to take center stage. I feel like this is how your energy is coming off. If somebody was to sit back and describe it or describe you, Nine of Cups comes off as that energy too. It's Cancer energy, so it has everything to do with what you feel, how you feel about something, how you feel about people, places, or things. You know what I mean here? And you being comfortable in that. You being comfortable in your vulnerability. Vulnerability is indeed power. It is not a weakness. So don't ever let anybody tell you that, okay? All right, but you could be a Cancer, or you could have Cancer aspected in your natal chart, or this person could. If somebody could really sit back and choose, like, let's say there were food trucks everywhere or concession stands everywhere, and they had an option, yours is the one that they feel that they could get the most, as far as when it comes to quenching thirst, when it comes to just feeling like a place of home, and feeling like a place of where they belong, and this could be somebody who, when they did have all of this time and attention that you were giving and that you were putting into them, you were literally filling up this person's cup because you have so much to give. You have so much love. You are, I feel like, experienced in a lot of things as well. It could be in the love department, whether good relationships are bad. Just in general, you are an amazing person. You respect people, you respect animals. Um, and for whatever reason, I feel like I said, you committing to someone is the ultimate love. And now somebody feels that that is come to a close. Death energy. They feel that pulling away. And it's just like death. Once it happens, we cannot get that person back. We cannot get that energy back. And whether this is a literal death or this is an ego death, um, and like I said, Scorpio energy is so transformative. You can go through something so traumatic that it changes who you are forever. It changes how you love. It changes how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, how you see the world, how you feel about the world. It can change everything, as if, like I said, that energy that was once there, it no longer exists in you. And that person, especially this individual, it scares them. It is a scary side to them because they felt so blanketed from what you had to offer and from you covering them and sheltering them, to now in a world that it can be so cold. You know what I mean? It's like I said, karma is how you treat people, your karma, and their karma is how they treat you in return. Okay, so this you could be a part of someone's karma here, in that, just by being yourself. You know what I mean? And that's why it's also important as well, when people do things, and people break your heart, or spirit steps in to separate you from someone, that you do not go back, because you yourself are lining up in their line of fire, their line of karma, and nobody is exempt from that. But whoever this is, and this is an intense, this is unforgettable. This is something, not only if this is something that has changed you forever, this is definitely changing this person forever. And a lot of times, you never know. This type of change is needed. You know what I mean? We will never understand exactly all of the laws of power, spiritual power, or manpower. You know what I mean? But for the most part, that's why you are to follow in your path here, like you are doing here, and staying committed to that. But also helping you understand yourself. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's no amount of money, no amount of time, no amount of energy, no amount of understanding. Um, can this person give back? What has been done has been done. Even in this card, like, as this person is pleading, some have given up. This could be someone that you have children with. This could be someone that you are married to, engaged to, just somebody that you have spent many, many years building a life with. And somebody could just in an instant, ruin that over just the smallest, silliest thing here, and not understanding, you won't get that back until it's too late to sit down and have to sit somewhere and regret. And that's why the Page of Pentacles came out, because If this was the energies go, the page being the youngest, having the least to contribute, the least to give. And then there's night energy, which it's on a bigger scale. But the king of pentacles is someone who knows better, so they do better. It's also someone who has purpose and walks in that. But this person here is either in a young mind state, a younger mind state than you. They're immature. They could be younger than you. Or, like I said, like this is especially emotionally immature. Let's just put it like that, because Nine of Cups, this could be somebody that you saw potential in, that you thought would understand. You thought they would get it. You thought they would catch up. You thought they would see. Um, and they are. They're just not going to get to see with you. It's a little too late. They done F that up, and you've decided never again. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your peace. You have other options. You have other obligations. All right. You are choosing yourself as priority over all. And this person, they're just going to have to deal with whatever scary consequences or whatever scary reality that they now have to become accustomed to without you. All right, I'm going to leave this read here. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages. Thank you so much for supporting your girl. I'll catch you guys later. Ciao.